Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
Yeah.
and
Now
at
I
the
can
end of
put you
that
guys back up
path
here.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Indeed there is, Jonathan Sims.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, do we have any new options? Let's see. Oh my god. This little slider over here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. The little slider on this side right here. It's an arm. It's a severed arm. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Hold on. Hold on. Quick minute. Also, I don't like the fact that there's a boil effect, just so you're aware. Okay, well, you can't see where my... Oh, now you can see where my mouse is pointing. Right here. Okay, so, end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, are there any new things? Forget this, I'm not doing it. Let's see. Do we want to go slaughtery first, or do we want to do like nice first? I'll let you guys choose first, since this is a exploration for all of us. Do we want to be like murdery first, or do we want to be nice first? What do you guys think? Let's see. What is this? Nice will make you cry. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the dialogue. All right, cool. So we're gonna do nice first then. How about literally just, oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. See... Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot about the slow
The
zoom.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So I forgot, oh god, what was I gonna say? Nope, doesn't matter. We're going nice first, so we're not taking the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are going to just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's me, baby.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, right, I remember now. So, from my understanding, they updated the graphics a bit as well, so it's a bit more animated. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh, it's fine. I live on the wild side. Ah ha 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 ha. Let me see here. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Ooh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Bro.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
This already feels new. It could just be that I haven't played it in a long time, but this feels new. Also, I have noticed that you guys are over the dialogue, and that is bothering me. Let's put you back down here. Sorry, I'm having a hard time trying to find out where to put you guys. I think that's where my dialogue goes, but you know what? You guys can go over here. It's fine. Nobody needs to see what I'm saying.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You guys are zooming around the screen, I'm sorry. And it's updated like a couple different words with the same vibes. Oh, okay.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Oh, hey, they have that capitalized. Let's see. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Look at those big eyes. She's got the eyes of a Powerpuff Girl. Tell me I'm wrong.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Let's see. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Oh, you're in for a treat, Josh.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No, that's not our path this time. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Let's see here. Sent here to slay you. What if you're gonna do if I'm gonna lay you out? Backstairs, the trade. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret it. What kind of gribbly is this freakish power?
Precious was locked down here. Precious is so beautiful. What are you talking about, Josh? Precious.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
So are you, narrator.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Josh is ready to burn the princess. The joke's on you, she does that to herself.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, ma'am.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah, let's go. But we're being nice this time, so let's go with this one.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I like how she tells you as if you think that she's gonna magically disappear in 10 seconds.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. and you won't leave until the task is done.
He asks deliciously. God damn it. Ugh. Here, we're gonna try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Hey, narrator, how about you shut up and stop telling me what to do? You're not my real dad.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep, we just get to stay here forever together. Just two people with nothing to do.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Surely she wouldn't kill us. Who'd clean up the mess? I mean, if she killed us, what makes you think that she wouldn't do other things?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She
Oh,
barely
right, here's where the
hesitates
horror
before
comes in.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Yep, that's true. Oh.
Or we could use it to free her.
We could use it to free her, and we're being nice this time, so we might as well do it.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Oh, it doesn't even give me another option.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Her Powerpuff Girl eyes are in full effect in this shot.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I don't remember seeing that.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Am I gonna slap her with her own hand?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I will admit, if we're doing the nice route, but we still get the option to smack her with her own hand, I might have to do it to see what happens.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Josh is the narrator. A much sassier narrator. Foreshadowing is a literary device.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, hey. So many options. But we are being nice, so we're gonna warn her.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Nope, we're doing the nice route, which is
The
resisting.
blade. Move the blade.
Stop telling me what to do!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
Whatever I want, Dad.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have you not heard of martyrs, my bro? That's kind of their whole thing.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Someone missing a hand has never looked so cute. She's got the little anime tears in her eyes.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
She doesn't have anatomically good hands. She can't sever an arm. She can't even kill you properly. Josh is like, here's my list of things that you need to be able to do if you're gonna be someone I'm romantically interested in, and at least murder me properly.
It can't just end like this, right?
Bare minimum. If you're gonna murder me, at least know that you gotta go through the ribs and get me in one swoop.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Shit, we died, guys. What do we do aside from fall in love? Here comes Smitten!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Who is this dapper gentleman? I wonder.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean, you wouldn't, narrator?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother to do anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
Oh, good old Smitten.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Consequences are for people who think, and I don't think, so therefore, consequences are not a thing I have to live with.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
See, exactly.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I don't think, therefore I amped. That is correct.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I'm sure that she was just full of love and caring, and I don't know, maybe did some macrame or something. She seems like a macrame kind of girl.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Exactly.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm going with them, and I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Yeah, there are so many of us.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Okay, well, let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Love this guy's voice. Couldn't have been better for it. Here, hers is good too, of course. Yeah, I love the fact that, God, I love indie games because you can tell that they got like two really good people and one really good artist and one really good sound mixer and designer, and they just bang this shit out. Like, so fucking good. I really like this. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How was she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
So happy it's time again for it for you. Hell, and us. Yeah, everybody wins when Slay the Princess is in your life. This is such a good goddamn game. And the story's so good, and the art is so good, and everything's so good. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, I guess. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course we're special, hero.
Of course you're special.
God damn it.
Why else would you be here?
Damn it. Why? I was going with a because it's me, fucking narrator.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Dealing with dummies for the better good. I am a dummy, I understand this. You've been cagey, why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Okay, well, that's
Great.
it, I guess.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
No, it's waiting for us to bang a new princess. That's what it's waiting for, narrator. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Oh, did the ad already end? I thought the ad was just about to start. I am so sorry. Hi, guys. Don't worry, I will, once we're done with this route, I'll just run, like, a longer ad. That way we don't have them for a while. But in the meantime, welcome back from the ad, guys.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I like the sound of my own voice, too. That's fair.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Well, I mean, she is a
The only
princess.
furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't. Let's see here. Let's just enter. I don't remember anything happening from actually looking in the mirror every single time. I mean, we can, but...
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Aside from an actual mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's me every day, narrator. How dare you point it out? I take pride in looking ridiculous.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
We'll manage, Smitten. It's fine. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice is so cute.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Sure you can, Smitten.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Who's so
There's a
freaking
heavy
cute.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Sure did.
Well, she killed us.
She don't want to.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Yeah, and right is marriage.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Let me see here. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Let's see. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me back here took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Careful? Careful what? Careful with what? I still want to do this one, I think. With explore options, they unlock or will block. Okay. Do we want to just be cookie cutter then? I feel like it's not gonna, like, I want to do this one before I rescue the princess. I don't think it's gonna tell me that I can't rescue her after I just apologize.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thank you.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
It's fine, whatever. Don't worry about it, hero.
That's because she's perfect.
Exactly.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
So cocky.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Okay, so did it... Okay, yeah, I didn't knock that off. That's the only one I wanted to do, so... Let's rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
I don't care, I'm a monster
Even if
fucker.
you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Yeah, fair.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
No.
One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator?
Narrator.
Courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Yeah, don't test him, narrator. He's obviously in love.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
This guy, I feel like he was inspired by the fucking Monkeys, the band, the Monkeys. You know, then I saw her face, and I'm a believer. Yeah, that was the Monkeys from like the 60s, I think. I feel like this guy is he's just inspired by that one particular song.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
He hates affection so much.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
I believe in a thing called love.
What do we do now?
Oh, wait. Have we done this one? I feel like this was the only thing before. I don't remember this, but let's do it anyway. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
She's so happy.
The princess takes
Oh no,
your
okay,
hand,
never mind, we've seen
the
this.
last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
Nah.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Yeah, take it, loser.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I love how much he hates love.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
So petty.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
He is so grumpy. I love it.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
This isn't the plot of Frozen. I can be in love at first sight if I want to be.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Maybe I am a little delulu, narrator, and that's completely fine.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Let me see here. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your
Mwah,
hands
mwah,
on the
mwah,
door
mwah, mwah.
together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
The narrator sounds like he's losing a game.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs And the blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Absolutely.
I hate you.
I hate you too, Dad.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed in here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I've already made up my mind we're leaving. Or just ignore them. Yeah, no, we're not staying here. Because I want to piss off the narrator. So, let's just... Yeah, let's go.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
Yep.
You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
No.
And then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Ah, shit, did I fuck up? Hold on. Gonna lurk just for now, but absolutely hope to be back before you finish. So glad you made it. Much love, broski. I must have fucked up. Hold on. Skip. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Excuse you, why won't you load? I have... Where are the what's it called? History? No. Broke case, my dude. Where is the... Oh, right, I forgot. Right here. Yeah. Okay, so... Is it this one? I'm gonna try just ignore them. I'm gonna
That's
ignore
the way
chat for a
out.
second.
We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I
Okay.
suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
Yep.
And then you step outside. Our
Okay.
happy ending at last.
Okay.
We did it. What should we do now?
Okay, it's the same thing.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Okay, so it does the
I'm
same
cold.
thing.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
It's the top option. Imagine having two usable hands. Oh, it's the top option? Fuck. Okay. Well, hold on. We're going for. Hey, can you? Why are you being dumb? It's not letting me click any of my automatic saves. Okay, maybe I have to get to a different
Cold.
part first.
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy.
Did I not click load? Yeah, I clicked load. Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. Really, it's this one? Huh, okay.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna build a castle with the princess.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Smitten doesn't listen.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Okay.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her?
Oh, I doubt that, Smitten.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Let me see here. Trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay. We can just be happy here. We just have to want it. Okay. Well, sure. I mean, maybe we can have some kids?
But we would have to be here forever.
And?
I don't know you.
Uh-huh.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
You were all happy with us being in love a moment ago, Miss Damsel. What happened?
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No, it has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Smitten, I don't like the way you said that.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and
Smitten.
then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Smitten.
Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold.
Yee.
And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Are we about to see our own beating heart?
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Thank you for your concern, Princess. It's all right. I'm probably gonna be alive in another life.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Yeah, that's me.
And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon.
Oof.
You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Interesting.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Sven, that's a little... that's a little incelly, Smitten.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Fuck. Epilogue happily ever after. Okay.
You're on a path in
holy
the woods.
shit.
Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Oh. Look at all this. Is she, like, did she transcend to, like, goddesshood or something? Oh, is she gonna be like a, like, sexy mix of, like, a goddess and the tower? Like, is she just a nicer version of the tower? God, that'd be so... nope. We're not gonna get horny on May. Nope, we're not doing that.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Opportunist, my love! Look, I like Smitten, don't get me wrong, right? There are a lot of good voices, but the voice of the opportunist... it's just me, alright? And I know that's probably not the best thing in the world, right? To admit that I'm opportunistic, but god fucking damn it. I relate with so many of the things that the fucking opportunist says. Sometimes he's a little bit of a bitch and I don't relate with him, but most of the time I do.
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
Dude, me too. You can explore everything. Ooh, I will. Can I swing from the chandelier? I want to.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
I sure do, thanks, Brud.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 10-4, bucko.
I'm going to describe the room now.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
As it should be.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Well, yeah, we don't want to kill our queen wife. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used it to kill us. Yeah, that's fair.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
That other question brings up a point. Where is the voice of the smitten?
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Okay, yeah, where's the voice of the smitten? It's not like him to be this quiet.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
I wonder if the voices can kill themselves.
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
Fair.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Look, for the most part, he's not a bad influence. Calm down, narrator. So none of you are going to talk about the mirror? Yeah, let's just approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. You couldn't see it last time. I'm sure that hasn't changed. Let's just do our thing, and if it disappears again, it disappears again. See what? What are you on about? Oh, I think I know this one. It's either a mirror, or it's nothing. Depends who you ask. What? Just ignore him.
I do all the time. Reach forward.
You reach
Ooh,
forward,
I like
your
the
hand
details on the
instinctively
door.
wrapping around the handle.
Wait, that's the same detailing as the first princess's crown. Look at that.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up.
Ooh.
They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Good. Wait, we're barefoot?
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. Fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
I've thrown him off his rhythm. Fuck yeah. We brought him to a secondary location. We threw him off his rhythm. John Mulaney would be proud.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Yeah, why not?
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Go to your room. Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Is that the voice of the smitten? Is the shadowy monster behind her smitten? That poor girl, if that's the case.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
Yeah, fair.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
Now she's telling me what to do. Interesting.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Silently push yourself from your seat. Slay the What is this place, actually?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Oh dear. Here, you mentioned dinner on the stairs.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright,
holy
and
shit.
a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
And aren't you?
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
She's so far away.
Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Refuse her hospitality. Oh, that doesn't sound great. Here, we'll... Oh, shit. I'll eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Okay, as long as she's also eating.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
Holy shit.
This really is perfect, isn't it?
Aside that she's not happy.
It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Oof. That hits.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
We do not need to do it again, honey.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you.
Okay, if it gives me the option to eat and refuse, I'm going to eat one more time. And if it repeats again, then I'm going to refuse.
The food is good.
Oh, didn't
Again,
even get the option.
You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you've done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
To be fair, that is pretty sweet.
And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
It almost sounds like she was sped up.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
An opportunist.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
I don't like your little hee-hee nerd.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy.
Oh.
The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Ooh. Ooh. God damn, okay.
I'm so tired of this.
Fair.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, honey, we're both in the same boat.
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
Yeah.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay. What just happened? Did you make that torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. It's just a torch, don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? Yeah, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Okay, yeah, that has to fucking be smitten. Let's see. You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Smitten. Hey, Shadow, don't you have anything to say?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving us
it had a
cold
face.
shoulder, I say, asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
A game within a game. Alright.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Hell yeah, I think I got the second one. Fuck yeah. That's dude.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Opportunist. This is the love of my life. I want to enjoy her presence. I'm glad that she's a queen. We married her, but I'm going to cheat so I win.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom! And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Game night. Win the game with the manipulative voice. Fuck.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Congrats, baby.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
Say your piece.
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
That's fine. I completely understand, darling.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
Oh yeah, he's thrown an entire rave for himself back there. Holy shit.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful. Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together?
God damn it,
We just have to
opportunity.
Stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
I fucking love the opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. This place isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shadow. Are you actually happy here? Do I want to do everything? I feel kind of bad doing everything. But like... God. This is kind of painful. It's like watching the... It's like watching someone's relationship dissolve. Like you're falling out of love with each other. Or like you only got into it. And oof, this is rough. But I do want to see more of the story, no matter how uncomfortable it makes me. So, okay. We've eaten. We've played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
I told you you'd cry. I'm not crying yet. It is definitely hurting my heart, but I'm not crying yet.
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait. What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room. And wait. This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No.
Oh.
Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
It's okay. We'll banish him together. It's fine. What do you think will happen? Don't worry about what's gonna happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Whatever the shadow has been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. Or we don't have to let it go out. No, don't like this one. I like this one. Don't worry about what's gonna happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose to do?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Oof.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Why are you crying? Are you... Well, this sucks. Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Oh, honey. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure if I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No. Of course I do.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Yeah, let's go.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy. but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
Aww, that's so
You're
cute.
offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss.
Can live with it.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh shit. The narrator's like, even the narrator's like, let him, just, it's fine. Just doom this world. It's whatever. It couldn't be worse than this.
Well, this is less work for us, anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Oh shit, we broke the narrator.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
I love her dress. It's so pretty.
And
Do
then
we at least
the
get
two
to
of you
dance?
step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Come on, we have to dance before you, like, explode.
No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
Just like you, honey. A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Then let's dance. Ah. She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. Oh, there are the threads.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Aww. I mean it. Share a dance with your happy ending. Aww. But you do not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go looking for her.
Does this mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I feel like even though that one hurt, it's still like a nice ending. Because like, it's all about being in a relationship and fearing that you're not going to meet the expectations of the other person. Like trapping yourself within their expectations. And then finally when you just let yourself be who you are and be free, like you can really be happy. I really like that. I think that's really beautiful. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Am I beautiful? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a friend. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Let's see. Do you know about the... are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Let's see. We'll say, let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Let's see here. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A streamer? Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let me see here. I mean, fair, yes. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Let me see here. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die.